Hi, good afternoon, Nay. How has your day been today?
It's been good, thank you. How about yours?
Good, thank you for asking. Okay, so our homework from last time that we talked about was working on a breathing exercise, and how do you feel that implementing that went?
So definitely lately, like the past week since we met, I've been really using like the exercise to breathe in and out, which makes you feel like less pressured. Like I feel calmer. Like I feel less anxious, especially when I'm in situations like when my family like they struggle sometimes with like just arguing or like with money wise. I definitely do go back to the breathing method and just breathe it out and just be like, I'm here, like it's fine, everything's gonna be okay. And especially at night when I'm going to sleep, you know, when you can't go to sleep, it's like 3 in the morning and you're just thinking about everything. I'm not even looking at my phone, and then I just get anxiety out of nowhere. Like I feel like I'm short of breath.
Okay.
And that something's gonna happen to me.
Okay.
And I just, I start breathing in and out like for 3 seconds, like we practiced, and that's definitely been helping me a lot. And I used it in every scenario I'm put in, or any case I'm put in.
Well, that's great to hear. I'm glad that was helpful for you.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so are you still feeling that way when you're going to sleep, like
Yes.
every night?
I feel like it's mainly when I have a tough day.
Okay.
Like I usually have bad days and good days, just like I'm sure everybody does. But I feel like when I have a bad day, it's so bad when I'm going to sleep. Like I don't have anxiety throughout the whole day, and then right when I go to sleep, it hits me.
So your anxiety is hitting.
Yes, especially at night. Yeah.
And what do you think is causing that?
I feel like part of it is definitely like family stress right now. But it's also like my own social like life. Not saying social, but maybe like my own life. Like putting myself first and like other people.
Yes.
And saying like I hate saying no, so I feel like when I do have to say no, my anxiety kicks in.
Okay.
And I feel horrible.
Okay.
And then I go back to like the breathing methods as well, and that does help. But like when I'm driving, I definitely get it too. If I'm thinking in my head, like driving and thinking, overthinking,
so
it triggers it.
You have more anxiety when you have more time to have a calmer moment and more time to think about what's going on. Okay. So do you feel as though you can process those thoughts yourself, or?
I feel like definitely you're like the first one I've been processing my thoughts with, and also my friends, but they don't really understand anxiety, just like my family. Like my mom understands it. I talk to her about it, because like my dad, if you talk to him about anything, he'll be like, why are you stressed? Like I came to America, I'm paying the bills, I'm doing everything, and you're here having anxiety for no reason. So it's like triggering to me, because it's not something I control at any moment. Like it just hits you, like, you know, it just hits you out of nowhere.
Okay.
So my mom's definitely been my support system with my anxiety. Yeah.
So how does it make you feel when your dad kind of anxious? Yeah. So you're feeling
very
anxious because of him not understanding what you're going through, and maybe putting down
my emotions. He just triggers it in a way that you don't know how to respond back, because you don't know what's wrong with you.
Okay.
But obviously, like little methods like that do help me.
Okay.
Also, like just counting in my head sometimes helps. Or
okay, that's
eating
a good strategy.
Helps. I've been doing a lot of that. So.
Okay. Is it now? What type of eating are we talking about?
I'm talking about pizza, cookies. I love Cinnabons.
Okay.
Cinnamon, yeah. Some cereal, just not even healthy food. Just anything.
Okay.
It helps me though, because it makes me feel like I'm here, like, you know, it's like poking yourself and not feeling numb.
So you feel in control when have control of your eating, possibly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm full. But it helps with my anxiety, definitely.
All right.
Well, feeling happy with just myself, like eating.
That's a good thing, as long as it doesn't get to a point of being overeating
unhealthy.
To compensate.
I try to eat a salad sometimes, but like even I've never really had anxiety and been like, okay, let's go eat a salad. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go eat some pizza.
Okay. All right. Well, as long as you are feeling comfortable with that.
It's like my happy place.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. So let's go through your week this week. Were there any like high points of anxiety, and would you like to talk about those?
Yes, my last I call it episodes because it's like triggered. It's like literally a day, and then I can go a whole 2 days with being like the perfect life, you know. But it's like I said, mainly when I'm by myself at night, and I'm on my phone sometimes, and I get I'm like, yo, I can't breathe. Like, what's going on with me? And I just get off my phone, practice the method that you told me will help a lot, which it did. And the other day, also, like, my friends and I, we got into an argument over, like, spring break, like, that's coming up in a few things. And I had so much anxiety because, you know, it triggers you, like, when they're not listening to, like, what you're trying to say. So that was triggering, too. But with that, what helped me was I just went to sleep. Forced myself to go to sleep, and it definitely helps me too. And so I wake up happy.
Okay, well that's good. That's what I was about to ask about. So the next day, it doesn't follow you into the next day.
It's usually the previous day where I'm like crying, like just like what am I doing like wrong? You know, like I don't feel happy in that when I have my episodes, but I definitely feel better the next day.
Okay,
it's like nothing happened.
Well, that's encouraging. So about spring break, it's coming up. How are you feeling about going? Are you going on a trip?
Yeah, we're supposed to be going to Florida.
Okay.
And it's just a lot of like the main focus is like money, like who's gonna pay for what, and it's obvious like that's because it's really expensive. So we would just. I'm happy about it because obviously like sun, vitamin D, so it's gonna be great with that, and also like going there with my friends, I feel like it'll be good, even though we had a little argument. I feel like, because they help me with my anxiety too, but they also don't understand it because they don't go through it. So it's hard talking to people when they don't know what you're feeling. They're like, girl, like you have everything, like why are you feeling like this? Kind of like my dad, like going back to him. So I don't even talk about it like with my family as much.
So you don't feel as though you can share what you're going through with your friends.
Definitely, yeah. I can.
So is your mom one of the only people in your life that you feel?
My mom has actually researched about it, and she sends me like articles all the time to like read and stuff. Yeah.
So does that make you feel?
I like reading about it because it's like, wow, like I know what's wrong with me now. I know how to calm it down.
It helps you understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that's great.
It helps her understand too because she was like, what is anxiety?
Yes. Okay.
You know, and I didn't learn about it until I went to the doctor and found out about it, and she was like, what? Yeah.
Okay. So you're one of the only people in your family who's...
Yeah, I feel like they don't, and maybe there's somebody else in my family, like a family member that experiences it, but I don't talk about it, so they don't know that I feel this way, you know, because we're like, my family, it's like, I'm not saying that perfect, but they act like they're fine with everything, so it's like you have to fake a smile, you know, fake your happiness type.
Is there a point that you'd like to get to be comfortable talking with your family about that?
Yeah, we talk about everything, but not how we feel.
Okay.
Sometimes, because they'll be like, "Why are you feeling like that?" Like, you know. So they're not really understanding on that time. But also my cousin, I've been talking to my cousin about it.
Okay.
She understands what triggers it now. She tells me like, "You're gonna be okay," which helps sometimes. Like, you know, when you're going through it, I'd be like, "Okay, I feel." It's like kind of like panicked, like anxiety, you know. But it's mainly anxiety, shortness of breath, and all that. Yeah, she definitely helps me with it too. She like just talks to me. Talking to somebody helps so much when I'm having an episode.
So talking through it helps you like to calm down.
Yes, and I just feel normal now. Like I could be on the phone even and.
Okay, and talking to somebody that would help you.
Just not feeling alone.
Okay. You know? Is there a person you like to call in those situations?
I usually call whoever is available to me. Like, isn't really that close to me, but I know them. Okay. Because my mom is usually asleep by the time I have, like... Yes. Or it's usually, like, in the middle of the day, and she's, like, at work, so I can help.
So she's not available at those times? Yeah.
And also, like, talking to myself helps a lot.
Okay.
When I'm, like, oh, my God, what is wrong with me? Like, I'm fine.
Are there certain things you say?
To myself?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I say like everything's gonna be okay. Okay. And be like people have die every day. Like you're fine. Like I try not to prioritize my stuff.
Okay.
Make it first. It's fun. I'm alive.
All right. Well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So our homework for the next session is that I want you to implement like a to do like daily to do list, and try to like help see if that helps with your anxiety, and also to implement maybe 10 minutes of meditation into a couple of your like days of the week.
Like treating myself. Could that count as it?
That could be a thing you want to focus on. Is that something you'd like to focus on this week?
I think it would help, yeah. And meditation.
Treating yourself? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try like to do the meditation at least, and a couple days a week. You don't have to do it every day, but if you find it's helping, continue, and if it's not, I mean, it's up to you if you choose to implement that in your daily life. And then treating yourself, what would that look like for you this week?
Treating myself, massage. I love going to spas.
Okay.
I've been like twice, but it definitely calms your body and your vibes.
So that's great. So maybe schedule you a massage.
It clears your mind.
Yes.
And vacations maybe will help.
Yes, and
spring
break coming up. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. All right. So it's great just talking with you today, and I'll see you next time.
See you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.